Good evening, everybody. I'm going to give over to Joseph Marburg just to do a welcome for us. And if you want to, you can just quickly add your poll feedback if you want to do that. Hi, Joseph. Welcome.
Okay, welcome everyone. This is our first in a series of our two webinars. So at the Time Factory, we recognize there's lots of hurdles that aspiring online life coaches encounter as they embark on their coaching journey. So we've seen a multitude of gifted coaches who often find it so challenging to transform their passion into a flourishing enterprise. And the reason being primarily because they lack the essential resources and support. So today we will offer a solution and tell you more about the Coach Factory program. So over to Rita, you can start to discuss the agenda.
Thank you. I'll share my screen shortly and I'll end the poll now. Thank you everyone for participating so far, and I can see a lot of you on screen are really very eager to become global online coach. I'm just gonna just give me a moment. Oh, this thing is now I'm doing things with the poll which I shouldn't be doing. That's what's happening on my side with the technology. Let me just share my screen. Thank you so much. Okay. So welcome, as you said, to how to establish your global coaching practice. That's where we're going to focus on today. And just to start off by, the agenda is going to be as follows. We're not going to keep you here the whole evening because we know you've got a life. But I'm going to do a short presentation just explaining to you what we do and what the Coach Factory is all about, which is part of the Time Factory. We're going to give you a real-time testimony by John Connor, a leadership coach, and then we'll give you time to ask your questions that you might have for us. We'll also then have a closing and breakaway rooms. If you want to fall off, you can, but if you want to stay and ask us more questions, you are most welcome to do so. So just to start off with, what is on your wish list? Why are you probably here today, and what made you come to this webinar? Are you here for achieving fulfillment and happiness through a purpose-driven business? Or do you want freedom to work from anywhere at any time? Breaking free from a 9-to-5 grind is your mission? You want to join the Great Resignation, or hashtag join the Great Resignation? You want to maybe establish a solid backup plan in the face of potential layoffs, building a sustainable financial future for yourself and your family, or gaining confidence in your coaching abilities supported by an excellent AI-driven system, attracting clients who seek you out because of the impact you're making, and continuously expanding your global impact. Discovering the ideal ideal online coaching method that suits your personality best. And you might have a few ticks here, and this is why you're here today. And you're exactly here at the right moment, at the right time. And this is where you should be. And just give us a moment to explain to you why. So, why coaching? You're probably thinking what a lot of people are thinking out there. Are there enough clients for all the life coaches? Everybody I know wants to become a life coach nowadays. However, we are facing a serious problem worldwide. People are overwhelmed. They are stuck in situations. They've got limiting beliefs and fears, and those are holding them back to achieve their full potential. So now more than ever, life coaches are needed to guide people through a facilitative process, taking action to become who they should be and were meant to be. But nowadays, most life coaches struggle to build a sustainable and successful practice. And that's where we come in. The Coach Factory training program had its humble beginnings in 2022 and developed into an amazing tool for online life coaches worldwide, because we believe coaches should be successful. And our focus is to enable your success so that you can make that global impact that you dream of. And nowadays the world is small. Oh, yeah, there's no more rules. You can work from anywhere, anytime, and reach people anywhere in the world. So how do you do this? It's easy in 5 simple steps. So number 1, you complete a worksheet on an AI system called Shadowmatch, and we measure your habits and your behaviors against the benchmark of top coaches. Then we discuss if you are a good fit to become a coach. Together then, number 2, we choose the best modules to align with your specific needs. And there are 3 options to choose from. Payments may differ according to your choice of modules. The full program price is a set price and our recommendation to fast track your coaching career. You don't have to do the full program, but if you really want to fast track it, that's the one you to choose. Number 3, we provide you with a project board to map your chosen modules as well as your progress. And we will have individual check-ins weekly to discuss your progress and also any queries you might have and map it on the project board. During the last week of this month, for example, we will release a training schedule for the following month. And you can budget if you want to say, okay, what would my time capacity or time needs look like to do this course? You are looking at 6 to 8 hours of training per week, which will be divided into 3 to 4 sessions within that week. So I hope that makes sense so far. If you have questions in between, you're welcome to ask them in the chat. Number 4, during that first month of your training, you will also be on the receiving end of personal coaching to experience the AI system and learn on a practical level how the AI system can support and enhance your coaching process. You will be in the client's shoes, in effect. And that will really just also help you to coach that first client, which we will also assist and guide you with. And by month 2, we will guide you to start coaching that client. You will have time to wrap up the last phases of one-on-one trainings. And by then, you will also be ready to start building your very own practice. We won't just leave you all on your own at this point. We promise. You will also become part of a team with ongoing team support meetings bi-monthly and mentors to check in with. So you are probably curious about how does these models look like. So number 1, the first model, basic coaching skills and Shadowmatch system usage by Mimi van Logrenberg, who is also here today on the screen. She's a psychologist and coach with she was actually our first coach to do our program, and I will also assist with the Shadowmatch training. Then we have essential communication training, which is provided by Christine Boyd, our comms specialist and change manager, and the foundational sales training will be presented by myself. Also practical marketing training from Christine and myself, and enhanced sales training from an external contractor, Bruce from Evolve, which is done over 2 days, and this is also virtual. Then we've got specialized one-on-one business training with Joseph Myberg, our business coach and Industry 4 specialist. And that's how our 5 models look like. In total, this is around about 50 hours of training, which will be done over 2 months, you can say. So why the Coach Factory program? We've already told you what it does, what the modules does, but that's the outline. The biggest thing is we firmly believe that success is more achievable with personal guidance and perfecting our training according to what coaches of the future really need, according to Industry 4 models. Our mission is clear. We're here to assist online life coaches in establishing thriving practices by equipping them with a vital AI system, tools, and resources needed to launch their coaching ventures successfully. And that sets us apart because a lot of coach programs out there don't really offer this personal touch and don't necessarily offer an AI system to use. But let's hear from one of our coaches and his experience, whereafter we will answer some questions. So we're at the end of the presentation, but allow me to introduce John Connor. He's the CEO of Optimal Leader Coaching. John's background includes service as an NSA intelligence specialist in the US military. He holds a bachelor's degree in leadership studies, an associate degree in business management, and is on track to graduate with a master's degree in leadership, coaching and mentoring from Regent University in December. That's quite a mouthful, John. John is not only a dedicated professional, but also a loving husband and father of 2 adorable baby girls. John's mission is also clear: to unlock potential, drive remarkable success, and with a touch of humor, perhaps even save the world from the machines, as he humorously references in A Not to Terminator 2. So I present John Connor. Please tell us your experience with the Coach Factory.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Rita, to talk. And so good seeing all of my friends and colleagues from all over the world here, some that I haven't been able to meet yet. So just happy to see you. I just want to start with everything that's led me to this moment at this point. When I worked at NSA and when I was in the intelligence community in the military, the training taught me that it's not what you know in your mind, it's not what you can remember, but it's if you know where to go to find the information that you need to know. And at the time, it was just through books and various things that I could retrieve information, decentralized computers. But now with AI, we literally have the world of fingertips, world of information at our fingertips. AI has studied human behavior to the fullest degree. AI understands us better than we do. And that's why I'm so excited to be where I am now. My purpose in life largely aligns with coaching and mentoring. Many of you that know me, that's just my heart. I love to coach people in that direction. And now that I've found the AI tools, along with these tools that my colleagues here are presenting to you today, I know that it doesn't really matter what I have in my mind, because the systems and the technologies have the exact information for my client, the exact behaviors, the exact feedback, the exact next steps in a literal system. So really all it takes is that you need a heart for coaching. You need to be somebody who really wants to coach people. And that's why I posted what I did in my, in the discussion chat promoting this is, look, not everybody should be a coach. This is really for people who care about people. And aligned with Industry 4.0, which Rita alluded to, this is the fourth industrial revolution. Technology has infused with the human experience. So we have the leading technology in coaching at our fingertips now. All of my other coaching colleagues in various industries or realms, they have not heard of this. And they're always asking me this. I have an article being published this fall for Christian Coaching Magazine, in which I'm introducing this and also the Industry 4.0 concepts. Mimi, I look forward to co-authoring with you soon. And I'm just so excited for you guys to hear what is the future of coaching, what I've tapped into. But this is something that I haven't really told Rita about. And this is something that is a reason that I'm really excited about being on this call. My goal for Optimal Leader Coaching is to have 100 coaches globally. And so by December, I'm taking on my next coach, and I only take on coaches that have gone through the Time Factory. They have to be trained by the Time Factory and Industry 4.0 technology standards in order to coach at my level. And so whoever signs up today and goes through the program and goes through the Time Factory, whoever Rita recommends as the best out of that group, then I'll recruit you as a coach and I will get your clients for you. So I'll make sure that you get 20 clients. That is my promise. 20 clients. When you start, you may have a job, and you may only be able to take X amount of clients in the beginning, but I will ensure that. And I don't care where you're at around the world. It doesn't really matter to me how much, or where you're located. You'll get paid the same U.S. rates. So look forward to everybody signing up. Listen, this system has taught me so much about just coaching in general. Christine and Mimi and everybody who's just been, Rita, of course, everybody's just been pouring into me into this coaching. Not only have I learned more about coaching than any other program that I've had in the past, but I also understand how AI can assist me in becoming the world's best coach, and that's my goal. So I'm super excited to be here, and I'm just looking forward to everybody who does sign up. Thank you for the time, Rita.
Thank you so much, John Connor. If I may, can I ask you one more question, please? I know this was not part of the plan, but just seeing who you are, where you're coming from, and you're busy with your master's degree in leadership, mentoring, and coaching. And I keep on wondering, why would you do our course, and will this really be beneficial? Because you're doing a master's degree, and what stands out for you between doing what we think is a simple course versus what you're doing currently in your master's degree?
Great question. And so I've taken a lot of different coaching classes and programs. And so, I've gone through, for example, Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey's life success course, in which, you become a life coach through them. And, they have 12 modules they bring you to. And also I've just taken a lot of other courses and training on coaches. But to answer your question, even with my academic exposure to coaching, it's all theoretical. This is all theoretical. This is all theory, insights into like, oh, hey, when you're in this position, this will happen. What I love about the Time Factory is this is hands-on, in the moment, contextual. All the information that you're receiving is contextual to coaching. You're not reading a book about leadership. You're not reading a book about communication. You're not reading a book about, time management. You are getting information completely relevant to coaching. And that's why it's really underpriced. The value of it is so great compared to, what it costs, that I was just like, all right, well, I gotta bring every coach that I have through this system. And, so I've just been receiving so much value from it. I haven't seen anything, like I said, even at the master's level. And, I'm going to go for the doctorate after this. It's all theoretical. They're just teaching you stuff, until you're in that moment. And then you also get coached by Rita, another coach in the Time Factory. You will get coached. So you will know exactly what it's like to be in a session. And listen, guys, this isn't like a network marketing thing. This isn't like, we put somebody under you and then you get, you get this layer of, it's not like one of those type of businesses. This is a legitimate business where you have clients that you provide services to, and you get paid directly, from those clients. So I'm just thankful to, have this opportunity to be coached by the Time Factory, and, all the value that I've received.
You make a few good points, which I don't always mention to people, and thank you for pointing that out. The number one is that we've really tailor-made this coaching to be relevant, so that everything we teach you can use immediately. It's not like we waste your time or money or efforts taking you along routes which is not going to be meaningful in your first coaching client. From the start, we want to get you there and coaching. So that's one point I sometimes forget because I take it for granted. And yes, so I do appreciate you saying that as well. So we've really tailor-made that. And also another thing you've mentioned, John, and which I don't always mention to people, we won't be working for us. You'll have your own practice and we'll guide you into doing that. We want you to do your own thing. We want you to be that entrepreneur. And many of our coaches have their own coaching practices. If you want to work with us, it's still like having your own practice and you just work in association with us. You'll have the team support, but you'll be your own entity. And that's very important because you don't want to do a course and feel like, oh, now I must now work for these people. That's not how it works. So yeah, good points, which I many times forget to put out there as well. And it's very important. Do we have any questions from the audience? Thank you, John. Just remember to unmute or raise your hands if you've got any questions. I'll give you a few minutes. Nobody, no questions. Oh, Katie. Katie, yes, you can go.
Yeah, maybe just to generate some further conversations. And I think that, Shadowmatch is an incredible platform that we utilize from a coaching perspective. But why I've enjoyed so much doing the course with you, Rieta, is because we really understand how we need to personally brand ourselves, how we need to make ourselves attractive in the market, and how we really need to differentiate ourselves versus other coaches out there. And you don't get that from just, accessing the Shadowmatch platform. So it's the whole business end of really how to create yourself, the social marketing side, the media side, with Christine's sessions and Mimi's sessions. It's completely just so valuable to, as you said, kickstart, your coaching profession. So I don't think you could do something like this, without a workshop like this, which is incredible. So just a comment to make.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Any other questions? I'll just take chat. Okay. We are going to open 2 breakout rooms. But before we do, why we're going to do that is just to create a space for you to ask questions if you still have questions for the trainers directly, and if you want more information, so you can choose one of the 2 breakout rooms to go to. But before we go there, I would like just for Joseph to give us a closing if there's people who want to jump off and not join the breakout rooms.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a question in the chat from Bronwyn that would like to know what is the cost of the modules.
Okay. So we've got the full program cost, and that we will discuss in the breakout rooms, but I can give you the cost directly in terms of, we look at US dollar rate for the whole course, the full course. So I'm not going to give the different modules, and because we can discuss that, you can discuss that with me. Email me at rieta@thetimefactory.biz, B-I-Z. I've put it in the chat at the top of the chat. The cost of the full program in US dollars is $5,987, and for the South African price, to put it in context, for 2023, these prices are valid. South African rands, 36,799, and that's a once-off payment, and you get all of this wonderful training, and it includes your coaching as well. Thank you. But if you want to discuss that more on the different module costs, if you want to break it into different pieces, you can chat with me personally and we can see what your needs are. Because then we got to tailor make it for you. Good. Getting a thumbs up from Kathleen. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. Looks like we've got that. Joseph, over to you.
Okay. Okay, guys, in conclusion, so as we've said here at the Time Factory, we are dedicated to assisting life coaches in establishing prosperous businesses. So our aim is to really equip you guys, and especially talented coaches, with the essential tools and resources to enable you to transform that passion into a thriving enterprise. So we eagerly anticipate the chance to collaborate more with you and to assist in accomplishing your business objectives. So remember to join us for our next webinar. We will have some details sent through to you soon.